Hello all and welcome back to the deserts of Kenshi. We are going to be doing a couple things today. First and foremost, we're going to be going out and pillaging more of the United Cities. Last time we took out Stoat. We're going to go check that one on the way to the other cities, but I'm hoping we can get 2, maybe even 3 more cities of the United Cities taken out today. So we're going to go to Shobutai first, and then we'll try and do Heft. I think those should be fairly doable. They have the same kind of stats as Stoat, and we did just fine on that one last time. We are probably going to be taking the entire crew of named characters because I've been kind of enjoying doing large-scale assaults, and having all the people gives me a lot of room to pack up goods and haul them back to the town. And we really do need to be doing that still because there are a few things we need to finish in town here. You probably notice since last time that I did update a few things. I did a few building related stuff off stream. So we upgraded the wall and the gate to go with it. So it looks a little bit better now. I like the less makeshift looking walls. So this is just the lowest tier wall that you can walk on. And of course we have ramps to go up on it. Our farm fields are not complete yet, so that is going to be a priority for this episode. I really do want to get food production up and running. And if we look inside here, we also need to get our hydroponics going. So hopefully we can complete all of that this episode. We might have to do a quick run from the donut all the way down to here with some goods because I know I have enough wheat and maybe vegetables. We don't have enough cactuses, but I'm hoping we can loot enough cactuses to finish those other things off. And then I also added a couple of buildings over here off stream. I realized that there are probably going to be a lot more prisoners than we have room for. So these over here are just little prison buildings. So we don't have the materials to finish all the prisoner cages, but again, hopefully that will get resolved this episode at some point. And I put little food barrels in each of these. That's just decorative for the most part, but hopefully it will remind me to actually feed my prisoners. That is something we're going to have to pay attention to this time a little bit because between episodes I was feeding prisoners back home in the donut, and I did notice that some of them were out of food. They weren't starving to death or anything, but they were out of food, and we also don't have any more food cubes back home there, so I fed them all vegetables, which they might go through over the course of this episode, so we got to pay attention. The guys in here are both fine. They both have tons of food. And I did start setting up our tower here, which is going to be our loot tower. Actually, I'm probably going to start referring to this tower as the Tower of Rugs because we're going to be looting all sorts of stuff, including all the rugs that we find. And I actually think I'm going to go ahead right now and we're just going to place every rug we steal. The second and third floors have nothing on them yet, but I'll probably just have loot on these floors. So let's go drop some rugs real quick. I think they're all going to be rotated the same, which is a little bit disturbing. That's why I usually don't drop tons of rugs. But maybe if we layer them a little bit, they're either going to look super glitchy like that, or they're going to look okay. It seems like it's going to go with the glitchy look. Maybe we'll go through at some point. I'll probably do this off stream and turn on admin tools and rotate the rugs and rearrange them a little bit. But for now, I'll probably be referring to this tower as the Tower of Rugs because that's where all of our loot's going to go as we're pillaging the cities. The first floor is going to be where we have beds set up so we can heal if we need to. But it has loot in the middle. Still need to complete a lot of this stuff. All of this pretty much requires iron plates. That's our choke point. So the first 10 iron plates we get are going to go into the iron refinery, and then we can come outside here and just mine our own iron and complete everything else. That is pretty much all the plans around town. I don't think much else has really changed. I did some decorative stuff, like adding a campfire and some seats so that when people aren't working, because That's going to be fairly often with 20 people in this small village. Most of them are going to be lounging for a large portion of the time, so I made lounging areas here and there. That made sense to me. We might have to add another well at some point, because once the farms and hydroponics are going, I don't know if this rate is going to be enough for producing water, but I guess we'll find out when we get to that point. All right, so let's go out and start pillaging, because that is the first thing we have to do. That's how we're going to be getting all of our resources, pretty much. Let's just drop some stuff. I don't really mind dropping rocks. We already have more of that than we need. And I'm not going to bother bringing food with this time, because I think we're going to be looting it fairly rapidly anyway. Last time we went out, we came back with an insane amount of food. This person does not need all these weapons. I actually can just drop them in here. Let's get rid of all this. We did get our bolt box completed, which is nice. I don't think we have any for Sand Assassin. We don't have any longs, because they just don't seem to produce those in this area. So he's going to be fighting with his blade, which is fine. He might actually just be running around knocking people out the whole time anyway, so it's really not a big deal if he's out of ammo. Hopefully nobody attacks this place when we have nobody here. I don't think they will, because I think I have to be focused on this part of the map in order for things like that to happen. Just flip our jobs off so people stop running back inside. And we are going to swing right by Stoat to see how the pillaging actually went. Last time we did kidnap the noble from there, which is the person with diplomatic status from the city. It's so close, you can actually just almost see it from our village. We're hiding behind this little hill. But yeah, we kidnapped the noble from here. We'll see. I'm kind of doubting that it's going to look like it's in ruins. I already see the tops of the buildings, so I don't think it is in ruins. The goal is, though, to completely ruin all of these cities and have them turned over to a different faction. I don't know how difficult that's going to be. We might have to take out the Emperor first, but today we're just going to focus on pillaging them. And I do think I'm going to take a quick pit stop back in this village. Looks like there's a lot of chaos still going on here. There are a lot of samurai here. Who are they fighting? Rebel swordsmen. It almost looks like nothing has changed here. I wonder if everything just respawned. Or are those all the guards in the entire city right over there? There's one gate guard over here. He is... No, he's not really injured at all. I mean, his blood's a little bit low. It hasn't been long since we were here last. Well, I guess actually I spent a lot of time off stream putzing with the settlement, so that's probably why everyone's healed already. Who are these people? Outlaw farmers. There's a lot of them just wandering around town. It does say this is still owned by the United Cities, though. But I'm willing to bet there's a lot of stuff still to loot in this town, so... I think we swing through real quick. Oh, wait. This building's... Oh, this building's owned by the Empire peasants. Weird. That was not like that last time. I think this was... Was this a police headquarters or something? I can't remember. It's like half owned by outlaws. Oh, this building's ruined too. Huh. I wonder if those are the buildings that... Yeah, this one is too. Peasants live there. It's like half the town is in ruins. Interesting. Yeah, this was not like that before. I wonder if I accidentally killed the shop owners for those buildings. The city's still owned by the United Cities, though, so... Let's go ahead and go in here and help out the outlaws. I think we're on good terms with them. Oh, maybe not. Wait, we just knocked out a bunch of rebel swordsmen. City heroes. Rebels? I guess the rebel swordsmen are enemies. Oh, we're knocking out the outlaw farmers too. I don't really want to be doing that. I want to be on good terms with farmers. Does healing them improve my relations with them? Let's just say I... Oh gosh. Why are these Garus so angry? I'm not sure what was going on with them. Okay, Pent's taking tons of damage. What are you getting? Are you getting shot? Yeah, he's getting shot by... Probably this guy over here? Yeah, that's a samurai. Okay, let's go take out that samurai. I guess we're just going to have to deal with the fact that the farmers and whatnot are going to be angry. We'll clear out the samurai first, and then we can worry about becoming friends with the farmers afterwards. Hopefully. Maybe. Hey, catch 'em. Who are these people? The city heroes. Wow. That's an aggressive thing to say. Okay. We don't have a queen. So, good luck with that. Guess we'll just hang out here for a minute. There are a lot of people. Gotta make sure to get the guys off the... Yeah, off the turrets. The turrets are a bit dangerous for us. I know I'm running this fast. Ooh. This is why the turrets are dangerous for us. Headshots. Headshots are not good. Look at Yuri just bleeding out. Holy moly. Actually, it's probably these guys bleeding out, but still. Let's get Yuri healed up. We'll slow it down a little bit, too. The main problem is the turrets, because a lot of our guys don't wear helmets. And turrets do a lot of damage, so it can be kind of dangerous. Especially if someone like Yuri gets up now and has this head injury. So I'm actually going to just pick Yuri up. Gotta keep him safe, you know? I think if he's picked up, he shouldn't take... Or he shouldn't be targeted by damage like that, at least. Well, I still take damage if he gets shot. I'm going to grab their weapons, just like we did last time. I'll make it easier to subdue the city. Slippery snake. Okay. Calm down, Mr. Samurai. I'm just pulling the weapons off the samurai, too. I'm going to leave the weapons on the other people. Because we want the other factions to take this over, so they have to be able to beat the samurai if the samurai get up. So we're going to grab the weapons off these couple guys. Hey, Amiltrez. We're out, just doing some pillaging, the usual. We're back in the place we were last time, Stoat. I was hoping to find it turned over entirely to a different faction, but it was not, so we're just clearing out any samurai we find, though. We're also taking out a Garu for some reason. Whatever. Well, we need the food, so we'll take the food, I guess. And we don't need any of this other stuff, so we'll just leave it. Alright. I do have to remember to take off, run at the same speed while we're fighting. Have I killed the noble? I've captured the noble, I haven't killed them. But, interestingly enough, some of the buildings are in ruins, just not all of them. And on the map, it still says it's owned by United Cities. But we have a lot of these guys living here. Displaced peasants, empire peasants. They're living in all the broken buildings. And even this big building over here is broken and it has peasants in it. So it seems like it's half converted, which I didn't even know was a possibility. But yeah, there's even tents over here. It's interesting. I'm not sure. It could just be the nobles area, because I haven't taken out the noble technically yet. Oh, gosh dang. People on their turrets. Wait, who's controlling that turret? There's not even a person there. It's a phantom. We'll have Metal Jesus go up here. I don't know who's... Oh, it's this guy. He was using it even though he was downed. Gosh. Yeah, those things are dangerous. We got a couple people unconscious already because of that. Yuri got shot in the head. Typical. And Sand Assassin actually got hit in the stomach pretty bad. And that was just now, too. Let's have Drac pick him up. I'm carrying the people that are heavily injured, so that they hopefully don't die or anything. Be kind of silly. Looting. Let's have Drac go in here and loot while we're putzing around. I want to find enough stuff to do some planting. I also want to grab some food. Who is this? Rebel Swordsman. The Rebel Swordsmen are fighting us currently, so... Yeah. There's skimmers just running around in town now, which to me is actually kind of a good sign. Where are you guys going? Hello? Wait, no, stop. Stop going that way. We don't care about people that are outside town. Insect monster, bug monster, holy freak. I don't think he said holy freak, but holy freak. Who are you and why are you fighting me? Oh, it's a samurai gate guard. Best place to find supplies for farms are the slave farms? Yeah, that's a good point. We might have to hit one of those up. I know that the barracks and stuff here have tons of materials too. And the bar actually should. We're gonna try... What is Carbon Chili doing, man? We're gonna go with somebody and loot the bar. Because they should have some stuff. Who's even in this bar? Yeah, so this is the United Cities. We might have to take out the barman or something. I'm just gonna let everyone else mill about right here. Oh, maybe we should have someone who can actually steal. Alright. Stealth. Cassandra. Close to the blue zone. Like down here. Yeah, there's a slave farm right there. And then there's also ones up here, but I'm guessing this one probably is the closest to my base. That might have a bunch of farm stuff. Maybe they only have food in here. I don't really need to steal more food. I'm gonna have her run around over here and just check some of these other buildings. Cassandra. Oh, I need to pick the lock. That's what's going on. Let's take the guy's weapon real quick. Okay. Okay, so this is just an Empire peasant that lives here now. Yeah, Empire peasants. I'm okay with the peasants living here. I don't imagine they're going to have anything super useful for me to steal. But we'll find out. Oh, actually, we need 10 of these. So the steel plates are important. I'm kind of just keeping track of people's health down there. Hopefully we don't have any nasty surprises. We're going to take those lights. I don't think we need them, but I think I needed one more. One more light. And I might be out of fabric too. We need to actually give Cassandra a trader's backpack, I think. Let's have her trade with Drax so that she can steal more stuff. Yeah, so we'll give him that. And then we'll just switch their packs. So everything else should be the same. Alright, cool. While she's over here, though, I think we'll have her trade and drop some stuff off. Okay. Intruder after them. We need a little bit more iron. And then we can start producing our own iron. Are the gate guards? I mean, they don't like Cassandra. We'll let other people fight them. Oh no, now we're fighting the peasants too. Shoot. Maybe the peasants are aligned with the United Cities. They are Empire peasants. And I think that's kind of the same faction. Not sure about it. They're related in some way, for sure. I just don't know what way. Take more of those. We made beds and we made sitting mats and things like that back in our village. And I know we use fabric for all that, so I'm not sure how much fabric we have left. So many little barrels. Ooh. Freaky looking doll. Let's take it. Little voodoo doll. They're allied? Like there's traders. Oh. Like there's traders guild and slave traders. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Death to all anti-slave. Oh, speaking of slave related people. Oh my gosh. Who just showed up? Samurai Scouts? Who are you, Samurai Sergeant? Dude, a bunch of people just showed up and sounded an alarm. Awkward. Well, anyway, Cassandra, continue doing your job. We're gonna check this building again. I know we looted it last time, but there might be more stuff still here. Might not have gotten everything last time. I think all of these armor and whatnot boxes are going to be empty. Ow. Okay, Cassandra, show me what you got with your indoor weapon. Should have an advantage here. Okay, help is coming, so I'm just going to have her go back to looting. We're gonna have to go back and heal after this, jeez. So much shenanigans. I wonder if I can use these beds. Normally I can't, but a lot of these are locked still. Surprisingly. Maybe I didn't get around to looting this place last time. I think I'm just gonna have her hold position. Okay, we already know both of those. She's going to take some grog, because of course she is. How's everyone doing out there? See, a lot less shrieking, so probably a good sign, maybe? She's really taking her time with this one. A little bread. Oh my gosh. She's got to take one alcohol from every container that has alcohol in it. She just like picks her favorite one. Still ends up with tons of it. Hey, that's just water. Gross. You don't need water. Oh no. Okay. Do we check the armor stands? We might as well. We're here. Okay, that building is thoroughly looted. This is a resident. That's cages. This place has food. This is a bakery. And I see mercenaries. Not really worried about the mercenaries. Except that they might attack us once we start stealing. We do need cactuses. For sure. We actually probably need a bunch of stuff. Okay. Yeah, okay. Had I known this series would go on that long and be this serious, I would have put more effort into making your character distinct. You can add things to your character if you want to. I'm more than happy to tweak things for you. Cactuses. I guess food too. Food's never a bad thing to have. Yeah, I can definitely make changes to characters. I'm perfectly fine doing that sort of thing. Drax image is wrong. He doesn't have that kind of backpack anymore. I suppose I should know that because Cassandra has it. Thieving rat. Oh my gosh. Kenpachi, just trade me for a second here, man. Okay, take that, take that. She's gonna offload her alcohol. Have Kenpachi hold it for her. Warn him not to drink all of it. You can have the voodoo doll too. Creepy thing. What else? Can I give him all that? Yeah. The one random chunk of meat. And then who else has a backpack? Amiltraz, you have a backpack actually. Trader's backpack. Out of trading range. Hold still. Okay, I think I got it that time. Nice. Give all that stuff to him. Okay. Back to here. I think I'm gonna find more cactuses in here. That's why I keep going back. Food and cactuses. Both things that we need. Oh man, got caught. Cassandra, you're losing your touch. I suppose she's not sneaking or anything right now. She's just openly looting everything. Cactus. Come on, pick up that cactus, thank you. Straw flour. We need wheat straw, not straw flour. There's just raw meat on the ground. That's kind of nasty. We definitely need to get that in the bag so that we can stack it. What the? How come this is not stacking? What in the world? If it's stolen, does it? There we go. That's the trick. Just give it back and then steal it again. Okay, that's all getting stacked nice now. As long as it's all stolen from the same person, I guess. We can take the stuff that we're not stacking out of that bag. That'll save some room. Okay, anything else? Did I get this box? I think I did. Yeah. I don't think I got the boxes underneath, or the barrels underneath there, though. Ooh. That's a nice one. Lots of good stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know how I missed these barrels before, but we definitely need to come back for more of that. Who can I dump stuff on? Hey, Kigir. Where you at, man? Everyone else is just running rampant in the town and Cassandra's looting everything. I think we're just killing everyone at this point, though. Like, citizens and everyone that's in the system, whether it's voluntary or not. I'm going to do the same thing with this backpack, actually. Just go like this. There we go. Back to... Where's that building? Where was I? What the... Oh, it's this one. Got lost for a second there. There's not much to do about it since they're all allied. They won't hail you as liberators. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, eventually I'll get rid of the controlling part of the faction, and then maybe someone else will just take over and we can worry about being friends then. Can't pick that up. I guess if you loot it off the ground, it's different than looting it out of a barrel. It's stolen from a different person, technically? I don't know. Kind of weird. Once we're done looting all of this, we'll go back to our village and drop all this off. I think we're going to get pretty good results from doing that, too. The bakery was definitely a valuable place to loot. Okay, so this is the faction. This is the police station. We did capture the police chief last time, so I'm not sure why. Oh wait, no, this is the noble's house. It's a barracks. Huh. Okay. There's a bunch of people up here. Yeah, those are bounty hunters. We don't care about them. I think what we're going to do is leave it at that for now. Go back, heal, and drop off what we stole. Just do a hit and run. And then we'll go out and we'll go to a new location. And then we'll swing by this one after going to a new city. Getting chased by a citizen. Leave us alone. It is not in your best interest to fight us. We're going back to our tower. Oh, something I totally forgot to do at the beginning of this episode. We need to rename our settlements. I have names for these things now. Exciting. Okay, Skimmer. Mr. Skimmer, you need to die. Oh my gosh. You just got yeeted. Oh no, there's more. More nasty insects. I'm gonna loot. Nah, we have enough food. I was gonna say I'm gonna loot them for... Where is... Oh. They're just out ahead. Where's Zorro? Wait a second. Zorro? What are you doing? Oh man. Oh no, he's stuck. Okay, Yuri. Wait. Yuri's injured. Who's fast? Flan, go save Zorro. Oh my gosh. Zorro's like a cat. He got on this ledge, like he can't get down. Someone's got to go up and pick him up, carry him off. Ah, man. This is why we can't have nice things. Who is attacking Shifty? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, guys. Let's get back to town. I'm looking for vegetables to start a small farm at my new base. I don't know if I planted vegetables, actually. I might have planted a few inside in the hydroponics. But we're growing cactuses and wheat outside. That's the plan. And then I know one of the hydroponics is wheat on the inside. But... yeah, no, it's totally understandable. This guy up. Off we go. I think I can actually just let him run on his own. Maybe we'll go faster. Almost back home. I am growing wheat outside. 2 cactus farms outside. We're going to make chew sticks and rum, I believe. Cactus rum is what we can make with that. And then inside in the hydroponics, oh man, we're going to have some hooligans attack us right now, aren't we? The outlaw farmers think they can just come loot my village whenever they want. And we'll try to knock them out real quick. They literally get one shot by anyone that hits them. Yeah, that didn't go well, did it? Unwise. Okay, we can just turn everyone's jobs back on, and then they should drop off everything that they're sitting around carrying. I tried to make sure to... Oh, shoot. I wanted to put those metal plates. Who's got them? Kenshi? I want to try and put the metal in here. Because we need to finish this, then we can make our own metal plates. Unfortunately, I think they stuffed a bunch in other things, but that's alright. We just need 4 more. 4 more and we can make our own iron. And we got chased all the way back to our village. Oh my gosh, they just keep coming. I'm gonna close the door and see if they just ignore me. Leave me alone. Oh no, they're gonna beat up the door. Troublemakers. Okay, we'll open the door. I wonder if now I close the door, are these guys gonna just mill about if they wake up? No, they're totally gonna die. Okay, never mind. Sometimes if you have them inside and you close the door, they'll wake up and they'll just go stand by the door. And that's a really great opportunity to train your stealth assassination, your stealth KO, because they'll just stand there and they won't fight back and they won't try and loot your stuff because they can't go out the door. And you can just walk up to them and knock them out, walk up, knock them out. And if you have 10 of them, you can just do that in a loop and train up assassination really fast. That's how Sand Assassin actually trained. Speaking of which, we should put him in bed. Should put Yuri in bed too. Just immediately get back up. Okay. I don't think the beds are close enough to the prisoners for the prisoners to steal our gear. We're gonna find out. They're way over here, so I think we're okay with the beds on the first floor. Yeah, he didn't have any weapons anyway, so he's fine. We gotta get this skeleton repair bed going, so those guys can heal. Always train assassination by following large groups of cannibals or something. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I've just trapped them in my village and then done it right there. I don't have to go anywhere to do it then. Who's this? A manhunter? Okay, you can come in, sure. Do you want to get put in a cage? Because we have cages too. Jeez, leave my door alone, man. Oh, and then the other manhunters all arrive right after him and just tie him up. Like, well, you got knocked out. You're now a slave. You were an ally like a minute ago, but... Oh, man. We're just going to leave these guys alone. Alright. We're focusing on healing up. And we'll head right back out. Let's drop off all the random stolen weapons. I'm accumulating samurai weapons for some reason. Not because I need them, but because I keep stealing them and forgetting to drop them on the ground. It's honestly just faster to click them into an inventory like this. Then we can kind of just show off all of the samurai we've beat up in the Tower of Rugs. Kenshi? Yeah, you don't need that. Is anyone carrying anything that I can drop off? That can go. These can go in here. Very good. Food. Food. Oh, the sake. I'm gonna have to make barrels for the different types of alcohol that's been stolen. Let's add those on the second floor here. Storage. We'll make sake barrels. just like alcohol barrels around the walls on this floor. All the loot. Let's try and line them up nicely. So they look all right. And then rum. I think I'm going to convert the building that we currently have as a prison into a distillery once we have the cactus farms up and running. What else do we need? Rum, sake, and there's another one, grog. We'll put those barrels here, because really this would be a wall, let's be honest. There wouldn't just be a cliff here for you to fall down the stairs. That's just kind of weird. Start making potato rum in the house toilet. Oh my god. Nasty. We're not doing that. I don't know how much grog we're gonna steal, but we'll make a couple barrels of that. A couple stacks of barrels of that. So I guess the second floor of our Tower of Rugs is going to be all alcohol. Just takes building materials, so we should be able to get all of those placed. I think we have barrels in here for something. Cactus rum, yep. Okay, we can go 3 times speed for a minute here. Glorious. Glorious rum barrels. Okay, you're healed. You're mostly healed. I don't know who we're fighting. Manhunters. Did they break my door down? What a bunch of jerks. These doors are pretty flimsy, so it's not surprising. Okay, who still needs to be healed up? Anyone with major injuries? Yeah, Yuri? You got a major head injury. Oh. Suddenly everyone just jumped in bed. Okay. Well, that kind of solves my problem a little bit. If people automatically rest, that would be great. This guy's almost healed. We need a sand assassin in that bed. I'm sorry. I guess as soon as they come out of combat, if they're injured, they go heal. We might want to add more beds, now that I'm thinking about it. Do we add more beds on this floor, or do we add them up here? Top floor kind of thing. We also could do something up on the top of this roof. I don't have anything up here yet. Maybe I could put a tent up there and put some beds up there. I don't really like the idea of having people sleep outside in the desert, though, because it's constantly sandstorming, which is gross, and I don't want to subject our crew to that kind of torture. Sleep in a sandstorm. Probably not ideal. Yeah, I am growing green fruit inside in the hydroponics, so we're going to have cactus, green fruit, and wheat growing in this village. Put up tents around the base. Do tents reduce sandstorm stuff? Wait, I got some people in a tent right now. Or under a tent. Okay, gear. Sitting around. Wait, does it actually block the sandstorm? If I stand out here... maybe it's not currently a sandstorm right now. Oh yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. The door's closed, they're inside, and they're just standing there. So, the person I want to train up stealth KO on, I think is Flan. Yeah, he's at 46 for assassination, and I'd like to get it a little bit higher. So we're going to go ahead and knock these people out. See how high that can go. It levels quite a bit just doing it once, so... We'll just knock out all these guys again. Which should put him at 47 or 48. Yeah, he got all the way to 48, just knocking 4 people out. So we'll have him train up easy peasy like that. They block acid and laser. Wait, lasers? There aren't lasers in this game. You're playing some modded Kenshi for sure. A headcanon, they block environmental conditions, so they should help. I think that would be cool. I don't know if it actually works, though. I gotta wait till there's an active sandstorm to check, but... I know my guys who are working are constantly getting hindered because it's a sandstorm. Oh, so there's a dust storm right now. Cassandra's standing under a tent. And it says 0% protection. What about these guys? Maybe there's just not a sandstorm over there. Part of my base is in a dust storm, but not the whole base. Oh, the burning beams. I imagine in one of those, the tent would just go up in flames like a campfire. Yeah, the tents don't actually help. For dust storms, at least. Maybe they help for other things, but... definitely not dust storms. Is everyone healed? Yeah, we still got some people healing up slowly. Make sure they're all in bed. Let's get Ash in bed here. He's got a little bit of an injury. Just make sure we're at 100% before we go back out. Make sure everyone's eaten too. We have stockpiled a good amount of food again. Which is good news. Ah, hey. They aren't waiting anymore. They're knocking my door down. I guess before we go back out, we should dump all these people outside of our village. We'll add the throw out of town job. Yeah, throw them all out, Cassandra. I find that this job bugs out a lot, where they pick somebody up and then they just start running around with them and they never dump them outside. So you gotta watch them while you're doing this job. Just making a pile of bodies out there. Alright, everyone get out. Oh my gosh, now there's more. Okay, let's close that door. Oh, no, she was still throwing somebody out. Sandra? How about you throw that person out? Or are they not in town? The incinerate body is even worse. People just get stuck on top of the machine. They also burn your own people if they get down, which I really don't want to have happen. I like to give my guys burial ceremonies. I think that's going to be good enough. I think everyone else that's in here is dead. Which I guess is a different problem. Because they don't get thrown out. Even though they have the option to throw them out of town. Alright, I'm going to remove that job now. Remove intruder. Yeah, only if they're dead. They don't get thrown out. Okay. We're going to call that good enough. I think everyone's mostly healed. Let's turn off jobs. Just going to click through real quick, make sure there's no head injuries. It's mainly what I care about. Let's also check what we need. We need 4 more iron plates, and then we can finish everything that needs iron. Our cactus farm needs a bajillion more cactuses. 17. Basically a bajillion. Wait, that was... Oh, that's our wheat straw farm. Our cactus farms... Ooh, we're actually only one away on this one. So, 16 cactuses. And we'll finish all of our cactus farms. And of course we have more inside here. We might go visit... So green fruit, and wheat straw. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to collect. We might go visit that slave camp or whatever it is. I don't think that's a bad idea. That will hopefully finish part of our mission for today. We're going to run together while we're traveling. Hopefully we can get all our farms up and running from that. It's going to be the goal. It makes me nervous leaving my village with prisoners in it and nobody guarding them. We're going to avoid Hang for a while here. Because that's the capital. I was kind of hoping to try and loot all the cities before doing the capital, but maybe it would be smarter to do the capital first and take Tengu, the Emperor, prisoner right away. And then maybe that'll help us destroy the United Cities faster. We might have to do a change of plans here for this episode. Instead of doing Shobatai and Heft, maybe we do Heng as our next big city. It is the closest to us, so it kind of makes sense. I mean, a good way to thoroughly declare war on the United Cities, take their emperor prisoner, and then just hold them prisoner in the middle of their own lands. You can starve the capitals, really. It's crazy. That sounds like it would take a while, though. I'm trying not to starve my own prisoners. We'll have to do, if we did something like that, we'd have to do a break to feed prisoners back home. I wonder what they're going to be growing here. I imagine it's going to be cactuses. Because I don't know what else they would possibly be growing in the desert. Let's take a look at it before we go in. Fairly well fortified, not a lot of guards. There are some up on the walls, but I don't see guns on the walls, which is a good sign. That's the dangerous stuff. So we're going to go in by this gate. Is there a noble house? It's a slaver bar. A bunch of slave shops, cages, slave shop. Aha, there is a noble house here, so definitely worth taking down. Just kill the minor nobles, and then it affects the big cities? Okay, well, it makes the final fight easier to start with lesser nobles, huh? Okay, so maybe we do the small cities first. Take out all the nobles. Go to the slave farms, too, because apparently there's nobles at each of these. Take out all the nobles, imprison them, and then do the final battle. I kind of like doing the emperor or, you know, the boss at the end. It also just kind of feels good to do it that way. Okay, let's open the gate. Oh, whoa, the gate wasn't even locked. What? I didn't even have to pick the lock. There's nobody here. It's literally like 5 guards and 2 slaves. I'm pretty sure this one's... Yeah, that one's just picked its own locks. That one's escaping. Sick. Alright. Let's go over to the other gates and take out all the guards. Full on raid. You can free all the slaves here. Alright, Cassandra. You're coming with me. The bar should have some cactuses, I think. Maybe. Definitely has cactus rum. This is a dangerous place to send Cassandra. She's going to come back with all the booze. Maybe we should not have her looting these types of places. Oh, there's a bunch of prisoners to free too. Let's... Okay, we gotta aggro all these guys. There we go. Lure all the slavers out of the bar. We'll go around and we'll free all the slaves too. Oh, there's a bakery. Okay. Cassandra, this place is safe for you. We're gonna loot the bakery. Hopefully get enough materials. I'm gonna ignore this guy. Oh, Zach came in? Did you just take a limb off? Oh no. Zach just came in and punched him in the head with his little stick arm and killed the slaver guy. Oh my gosh. Alright. Carry on. I'm gonna take all their food. Hopefully that makes it easier for us. Bread. Cactus. Don't look at the grog. We didn't see it. It does not exist. What else? More wheat straw. So much raw meat just on the floor. What do you mean I'm out of trading range? Come on. Oh, 15 cactuses in that one barrel. That's really good. We actually might have enough cactuses already now. Very nice. Yeah, I gotta go trade backpacks with somebody. Let's go trade with Kagir. Kagir's just chilling out here. Why? I don't know why my bread's not stacking again. Okay, whatever. Back to the bakery. I don't know why the bakery has so many cactuses, but I'm not gonna ask questions at this point. Did I do it? Did you become the swordsman? Maybe? I don't know exactly what you're asking, but yes. Grabbing all their food and all their cactuses. Leather, grog, here's another cactus. Just got random cactuses on the floor. I have so much wheat in here. I don't know if we even need all this wheat at this point. Maybe we do though. We needed like, I think 16 plus another like 8 maybe ish. Something like that. This backpack's full. Yuri? Guess you're next. Oh, this was Cassandra's original backpack. Because she's supposed to have this on her at all times. Because she's a troublemaker. We'll just transfer stuff like this. That'll be fine. That over there. I don't know why these cactuses are not stacking. It's kind of annoying. They're kind of stacking. I think if I put them in a box, they'll come out stacking. Kenshi is swordsman and... Oh. Now I know. We are becoming not necessarily all swordsmen, but some of them are. We have many swordsmen in our crew. I wish these traders' backpacks could stack more than just that much wheat straw. Suppose I can get all the other stuff. We're definitely not going to need more cactuses. We didn't get any green fruit here, but I wasn't really expecting to get green fruit, so that's okay. Are there barrels upstairs? Not really. Who has a backpack I can dump stuff into? Kenshi does. He's still got the alcohol that she stole too. All right. We got most of the wheat straw. I think that's going to be enough for us to do all the planting we need to do. Let's go take care of the noble. And by take care of, I mean remove from existence. Like, we'll have Flan test out his skills. I wonder if there even is a noble in here, because... Ah, there is. They don't have any guards, though. Slave Mistress Wren. Our next prisoner. She's in bed, though. So actually, we need to have Cassandra come up here and harass her a little bit. There were guards. I didn't see them. That's okay. We can still have Cassandra mess up her hair or something. Oh, wait. That's a shiny sword. That's a very shiny sword. Maybe we should have someone with armor fight her. Also, there's tons of guards here. I don't know where all these guards came from, but let's fight these guys outside where it's safer for us. Okay. Oh, dear. Okay, we're gonna have to slow things down because our crew's getting a little wild. Cassandra, I need to fight that person. What is going on here? And they just really want to fight indoors, so I guess I'll let them. Wait. Slave Mistress Wren already got her arm basically chopped off. Let's have Heron fight her. Because Heron has a... Oh my gosh, did I just kill her? Oh no, I just... Slave Mistress is missing a leg now. Okay. Well, we'll kidnap her and then heal her right away. So she doesn't die, at least. Guys, chill for a second and heal this person. Kenshi and Ash. First aid the slave mistress. They keep stopping because somebody attacks them. Noble guards are real trouble. Nobles are pretty middle of the road, yeah. The nobles just don't wear armor, so even if they have good weapons, it's usually not an issue to fight them because you can knock them down pretty fast. You're just risking the off chance that one actually hits you in the head accidentally with their really sharp sword. That could be bad. We still haven't healed this person. We need to set Heron to hold position so that everyone can finish healing the slave mistress so she at least doesn't die. We do want to take prisoners, even if they have fewer limbs than they were born with. This case, she has 2 limbs, yeah. Well, she had 2 legs. She only has 1 now. She had 2 arms. I guess she still has 2 arms. She almost lost her head. That was pretty close. She almost lost her arm, too. Traumatic experience for her, but I guess that's what you get for being a slave mistress. Okay, I see a lot of rugs, so Cassandra, you're going to have to do the thing real quick. Rug, rug, rug. Oh no, they don't stack. Ah, I know they stack. Alright, let's go swap bags with somebody. Your character would be liking to execute them in the peeler machine for all the life of the slavery shoot. Yeah. Yeah. We probably are not going to peel them. We'll see though. We probably won't do it, but we might. I don't want that bag. And we'll try. Is your bag still empty? Stuff over there. Can I fit this? Yes, nice. Finish looting the noble house here. My go-to is picking them up with a skeleton and walking into an acid lake. That's one way to do it, for sure. That'll kill them. Just drowning them in an acid lake. Intense. I don't want the pearl stuff. It's kind of tempting to steal, because I could just put it in the Tower of Rugs and have just piles and piles of pearl and luxury goods. Problem dissolved. I like it. I wish these sword holders, I could actually put swords in them, but so much pearl stuff. Ooh, a meat wrap. Cactus round, pearl. More pearls. These are all made out of Leviathan pearls, by the way. Can you imagine how many Leviathans had to die to make all these pearl things? It's kind of sad. It's like millions of years of Leviathan lives. I guess a different backpack would be better for looting that kind of stuff. We're not always going to loot all the pearls, but I do want to loot some of it so I can have shiny things in my place. Hey, the guards are awake. Okay. We'll slap them once with Cassandra and then let somebody else deal with it while I continue looting. Okay, Cassandra, you can steal the booze. Alright, what's upstairs? More rugs. Rugs for the Tower of Rugs. Hey, they have locked boxes. Wonderful. Everyone's coming up here to heal Cassandra. Alright, that. We're not going to take the parchment. We don't need scrolls. Oh my gosh, they all tried to heal Cassandra, and they were so excited to do it that they pushed her and she clipped through the floor. Oh no, now we have a bunch of people stuck, don't we? Guys, just stay outside. Cassandra's fine. I can't pick up this rug, and it's upsetting me a little bit. Now things are stacking. I guess I just have to pull them from the right location. Take the rum. I know these boxes usually don't have anything special in them, but we're going to unlock them anyway. I reckon the pearls are huge, so you can probably make a couple pieces out of them. Yeah, I don't know, though. Like, a vase? It's pretty big. The urns? These you can probably make a bunch, because these are probably made in, like, 4 parts and then pieced together. The sword holders. But cups and whatnot, I imagine those are all single... Ooh. Oh, I thought that was a blood rum. Dude. Oh, we didn't actually loot the noble yet. We should do that. They probably have something good on them, right? Where's my noble? Where's my noble at? No, seriously, where are they? Hello? Who was carrying the noble? What in the world? Did the noble vanish? Nobody is carrying the noble right now. Oh, here they are. Heron. It's just not standing with the group, so I couldn't see it. Okay. Rolls are 10 kilograms each, so it's pretty hefty, yeah. The noble has drugs. Sark is going to confiscate those drugs. Thank you very much. I'll take those. I'll take that too. Oh, they have a Maito Wakizashi. That's cool. I knew they had a really shiny sword. I didn't know it was that shiny though. Who's using one of those right now? Kenpachi. Kenpachi already has a Maito blade though. We're not going to give him 2. Anyone else using a Wakizashi? Dalence already has a Naginata. She lost her katana. Oh, that's right. She lost that a while ago. Every time I realize it, it makes me a little bit sad. Maybe we have Carbon Chili use the Maito Wakizashi. Yeah, everyone else kind of already has something. Cool. Now he's got a Maito blade too. He was kind of our first one, triple wielding katana-like things, so kind of makes sense. We'll leave her in her outfit for now. Cassandra, check this box. It has nothing in it, of course. This one has 1 penny in it, and I guess a pearl cup. Oh, whoa! There's just a Maito Naginata in this box. That's the first time I've ever seen anything like that. Wait, that's Cassandra's. Did I double click? Yeah, that makes no sense. I was gonna say, Cassandra already has this blade. Wait. Cassandra's supposed to have the Naginata katana, right? Wait, you don't have Maito weapons just laying around? No, I don't. No halls of their stay. I think that was somehow that got clicked from here into the box. I don't know how. But Cassandra had this weapon before. Actually, I could swear she had the Naginata katana. But yeah, I don't know where that went. And I might just be delusional. She might just have the Naginata. She's supposed to have the katana on a stick, which I'm pretty sure is the Naginata katana. When we find it, we'll give her that. Okay, that's going to bother me. I don't know why. Shift that over 1 spot. Okay. One more area to loot, and then we're done with the noble house here. One more cup, I guess. Yeah, usually if the nobles have good weapons, they're carrying them on their person. I've never found one just in a box, so that really surprised me, and it wasn't actually a thing. It was somehow clicked in there out of my own inventory. I don't recall doing it, but it's the only reasonable explanation. I think we're done in here, guys. We can all leave. We have the noble. We got the loot from the farm. Abduction! Mm-hmm. Yep, that's exactly what we're doing. We are abducting nobles. Let's make sure to free all the slaves. I'm gonna have Lan go around. I guess Amiltraz, we'll have you go around and free the slaves. Any slaves in cages, it's time to go. We'll have Flan come too. Oh look, there's a slaver here for you to knock out. Get a little bit of practice with your heavy weapon. There's a lot of slaves in cages, holy cow. Flan? Get to work. Oh, I guess Amiltraz, you haven't really picked the locks much, so you're gonna get some practice here. So unlock all of these. Flan's gonna get like 10 of them done while you're practicing on the first one. Unlock shackles. Freedom! Okay, I just set you free, dude. Dude, that's so weird. I hit set free, and then I have to like pick the lock again. I guess I have to hit set free first. Otherwise they just don't go free. They just stay in the cage. That's so annoying. Go away, the master will see. Oh, this one's gonna be a problem. Typical. Nice one. Says nice one, but then he's still in the cage. Dude, leave. Why are they being difficult? Could probably use training with cutting weapon to have some more dex. I could do that. Your dex is at 48, yeah. If you want to use a katana for a little while, or if you want to use a katana as your like secondary weapon, we could swap that up, and then when you're indoors, you'll train dex, which will be good for you. I could give you Carbon Chili's Wakizashi as a secondary, because he's not using that anymore. What the? Dude, are these guys just teleporting in here? I'm so confused. This guy was just... There was no one in here a second ago, and now there's a guy in here. Oh. Are the slavers doing this? I'm a little confused. Oh, it's a slave boss. Maybe we should capture the slave boss, too. I think so. We might have to capture the slave boss along with the slave mistress. And then that'll be better. Let's get Cassandra in here. She picks locks fast. I don't know. I keep setting these guys free and they just never go free. So, I don't know what to say. I'd probably use, yeah, some kind of cutting weapon, though I might risk being less effective in battle. Yeah. Well, if we're worried about battle, we'll make sure to do it outside, and then everyone will use their main weapons. But I can get you to... You will level up faster using the Wakizashi. I'm gonna go get that for you real quick before I forget. You'll level your dex, and right now you're really high in like everything else, right? Your melee attack's 70, 80 in melee defense. It's really just dex that's holding you back, I think. So, improving that'll be a good thing. Yeah, your strength is almost 82. You have some of the highest numbers in the crew. You've been around for a long time, though. That's part of the reason for that. I don't think I'm going to be able to free these guys simply because they're refusing to get out of the cages. Unfortunately. I don't know why. I pick their locks, I hit set free, and then I just have to pick their locks again. I don't know if it's just broken or what the deal is. So I hit set free and then stuff's just locked again. So I'll unlock their shackles, pick the lock, hit set free, click on them again, and now I have to pick the lock again. I don't know what order I'm supposed to do this in. Okay, that guy's just being a problem. Like, what's this guy's issue? So I'll unlock shackles. Success. Pick the lock. Success. Set free. Okay, that guy actually got out. So we try shackles, lock, set free. If they're unwilling to follow no matter what order you do things, they won't come out. Yeah. I know, well, in the past they come out, but then they jump back in and you see them do it. But like, this guy's excited to be set free, and they're still like not getting out of the cage for some reason. So he says, nice one. And then I click set free. And then I click on them again, because they didn't get out of the cage. And now I have to unlock the lock again. I don't get it. I think this one's just bugged. Because they say, like, huzzah, you did it. Set free. And now they're just locked. And they're in an yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I could knock them out and then lift them out. Probably. I could stealth KO them. And then carry them out. Maybe? Actually, I can't stealth KO that person. I have 0% chance of doing it. Weird. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that. We're going to loot the house, and then we're going to move on. We set some of them free. The ones that weren't bugging out. There's another house, too, down here with cages in it. We can see if we can set any of them free. At least give them an effort. Give them the option. So, shackles. Let's speed things up. See, they're excited. You did it. And now I say set free. And he goes. It works sometimes. Oh, well, there's still a slave boss in here. We'll capture them too. Okay, Shifty. Kidnap. Should probably heal him. Yeah, he's dying. Maybe we just let the slave bosses die, actually. Otherwise, we're going to have so many prisoners by the end of this. It's going to be a little bit out of control. Hey, don't do that. Okay, well, we'll leave you. Fine. Unlock shackles, pick the door, and set free. And they're still in the cage. Okay. Maybe it's just these ones in these buildings are screwed up. Okay, that guy got out. That was fine. Cool. The door's still locked. Yeah, I know. This isn't a good idea. Freedom! No time to lose. Alright, cool. He's out. See if we can get this one. Let's just stealth KO him. It says I have a 100% chance, but I don't think I can actually do it while they're in the cage. Slave boss stats aren't amazing either, so you won't get much training out of them. Yeah. Okay, that guy's just not getting out of the cage, even though he says he wants to. But my cage is still locked. I got you, man. I got you. Are you gonna get out of the cage, though? Oh no, he just jumped in the other one. I think they are just getting back in the cages. Okay. Set free. So you knock him out, you set him free, pick him up, put him down. Now he's out of the cage. Excellent. Maybe it has something to do with the squad size limit, since they'll be willing. They still follow you around, see? Even if your squad limit is full, they'll just like follow you and then eventually they'll leave. They'll give up following you because they can't join the crew. Usually when you get a certain distance away, they peace out or they try and join the crew, and at that point, if they can't join, they just leave. Let's try this person. What about my cage? Good job. Is that free? I think they just keep going back to being an obedient slave and getting in their cage. Yeah, see, they were out for half a second and they went back in. That's what's happening. Not sure why, but that's what's happening. Intruder. Wait, Yuri, go back in there. Oh. I'm guessing he's crippled? Yeah, he doesn't have a leg. He's just shouting from the ground. And Yuri's just refusing to attack him for some reason. I guess we're just not concerned about him. He's just gonna lay there and shout. It said there are cages in this building. Let's check this building. Did we check this building already? I don't know. Oh, I just knocked him out. Oops. I didn't mean to do that, actually. Shifty? Pick the lock. Set him free. Whatever. He's out. He'll wake up outside the cage. That's all we can do for you, man. We got everything we came for here. We're gonna unsneak, run together, and I don't know where these guys are going, but we're going this way, guys. No mercy for terrorists. Where is Drac going? I keep clicking outside and they just keep running back in. Yeah, I don't know what this pathing is all about, but force him to go out. Yeah, reload the meshes. That's probably a good idea. What is that? Shift F11? Shift F12? No, F12. We'll hit fix stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Sweet. We're out of here. We got some allies out of it, I guess. They're just gonna run off into the distance, though. Control Shift F11, reload meshes. Okay. I knew it was something like that. Let's go plant our farms. And I'm gonna jump back to the donut real quick and check food levels. Because it has been a few days, and I know some of our prisoners don't have good food back there. Hopefully by now we've made some food cubes at the donut, because that's our main issue, is we don't have food cubes to feed the prisoners, so they're eating through their cooked vegetables really fast. Oh, I still haven't renamed my outpost. I keep forgetting to do this. Okay, when we get back this time, I'm not gonna forget. We're almost there. This village is gonna be called Doomfall. I like that. I like that name. It's kind of like Downfall mixed with the Tower of Doom. Doomfall. We might add, if we get too many prisoners, we might add like a prison over here, separate wall, inward facing wall, and then make some sort of bridge that goes across to it somehow. We might have to use admin tools to do that, but I think it would look cool. And then we can name the prison. What were we going to call it? Greed. So our prison will be named Greed. The town is Doomfall, and the tower is the Tower of Rugs. Wonderful names. Make an outer wall. I'd have to make the inner wall face in and the outer wall face out. And right now, I can't fit an inner wall in here. And an outer wall would... I don't know how that would work. Let's turn jobs back on. See if we can get all the cactus farms built. I think we will. And we can put our prisoners away too. Who's carrying a prisoner here? I think Heron is. So we'll put the nobles over here. So you can go right there, buddy. We're going to give them food right away too. We'll try and give them, honestly, just a bunch of really good food so I don't have to worry about feeding them. Frying. Well, you asked for this. Could have been a nice person, but you chose not to be. Who else? Lan has one of these. We might get rid of these guys eventually. Whatever they're called. Let's give them nasty sandwiches. That's what they deserve. The slaver bosses, we might get rid of. We likely will get rid of them. Not keep them around. Steal his money. He doesn't need money. He also doesn't need weapons for any reason. He won't be using those. Can put those right in our weapon storage. Who else has a person on them? There should be one more. Shifty. Take all that. Give him some nasty sandwiches. Dust witches. So, not gonna hurt my feelings. Close that door. You don't even use the slopeless mod either, huh? No, I don't. I just am picky about where I build things, but yeah, my buildings are all janky. Love doing multiple levels of walls, mimicking real fortresses. Yeah, that'd be cool. I only have one mod installed, and it's one that I made really quick so that we could rename Agnew. That's the only thing we have installed, and that's the only thing it changes. Did we get this planted, by the way? All right, sweet. We have the cactus farm planted. Oh, both of them are planted. The wheat is planted. I can assign jobs to those now, which is really cool. Do you have anyone that is good at farming? I guess I'm good at farming. So we'll add those jobs. And we'll actually get rid of this other stuff. So focus on farming for me, because I have high stats in that. Anyone else? I'm guessing Zach, Carbon Chili, and Pent do. Yeah. So we will add those jobs to those three guys. Should be fine. They'll all work the farms. The hivers usually have a bonus to farming, racial bonus to farming. That's why I always give them the farming jobs. This guy actually has a negative. So I guess I'm going to have Zach not do farming. We'll put Zach on laboring over here. Oh, he has no stats in laboring too. Okay, Zach's just going to chill. He can haul water. He's not good at anything. What the heck? Anyone else? Zoro's actually really good at farming too, so when he's around, he can work the farms. That'll be fine. He's good at cooking too. I do have him... I don't have him operating the stove. Let's add that. 85 skill whilst having... Yeah. Yeah, Zach has 85 in farming, even though he has a negative. He has a debuff to farming. I guess I never checked that. I just checked the other guys, and then I assumed he would have a bonus for farming, but he actually doesn't, so that's all he's been doing. He's trading the skill that he's worst in. Of course. Cassandra's got some cooking too, but in reality that's brewing. We only have one stove, so I'm not going to worry about putting a ton of people on cooking. I do want to have a couple on cooking, though. Oddly enough, Metal Jesus is good at cooking, even though he doesn't eat because he's a robot. So, yeah, we'll have him on cooking, and then I guess just laboring when he's not doing anything. I want to set up all these jobs because we're going to start doing groups of 5 from this base, and then with 5 people gone, I want to make sure that there's at least somebody at home still doing the cooking or doing whatever. So there's going to be a lot of overlapping jobs, which is fine. Anyone else? I guess we'll give Cassandra the cooking job. Let's remove all this stuff. When we finish... Well, actually, we're done with the cactuses now. When we finish this machine over here, the iron refinery, and we finish all the prison cells in there, then we can move the prisoners and we can repurpose this as a distillery or brewery. I guess a distillery. And we can have Cassandra start making rum, but for now we're going to have her do cooking. Regular bread cooking. It's not as exciting, but it's something. We'll have her not do the farms because she sucks at farming. And I want to get as much out of the farms as possible. Alright, I think we're good. We do have to drop off loot still. I think we have a lot of random loot that should probably be put away. People are carrying all sorts of weird stuff. Drop a rug right there. Actually, let's put the rugs up here. Second floor is the rug floor. Kenpachi's good, Zach's good. Yuri, are those the wrong arrows or something? Why are you not going through your arrows faster? Normally Yuri's perpetually out of arrows, but recently he's been slacking, I think. Can we cover the entire floor in rugs up here? Glorious. Glorious. Not dropping off the rum and sake in the barrels. I feel like they should be doing that automatically, but they're not. So I'm gonna have to just do it manually for a second here. Oh, more rugs, jeez. Okay, well, I can see the floor here still, so let's fix that. So much. We're gonna put this weapon away, so you don't have to carry it all the time. Gin, Abuela. Sark's gonna keep that on him. He likes having the alcohol and the drugs on him. It's part of his character profile. Alright, everyone's good. Nobody's injured. We're ready to go out and loot another city or something. We still need iron. That's our choke point now, is steel plate. Because we need to finish our hydroponics and get this up and running. So we're going to get 4 more steel plates, and then we should be able to assign some people to working on that. But when I have people working on here, I need to make sure that we don't have someone run in and free all our prisoners. So I might have to make an interior wall somehow, an inwards facing wall, because it seems like they'll break into doors that are facing out, but they won't break into doors that are facing in. So actually just flipping your wall around and facing it in seems to be a more effective thing to do. For actual security, it's a bit of a gimmicky way to do things, but we might have to do something weird like that, or maybe we make a double wall attached to this, like extend this wall out somewhere. Maybe out this direction, actually. We'll take down one of these, extend the wall out here, and then put an inward-facing prison wall, and put all our prisoners in there. So it'll be like a mini donut. Oh, speaking of the donut, let's jump back to town real quick. I gotta make sure my prisoners are not dying over here. We got some important guys that I don't want to starve to death. Also have no good backpacks. Okay. Well, as soon as we go back here, all the raids that we're waiting are going to happen. Luckily, we don't have to really worry about the raids. Even if it's 40 flipping cannibals. We only have 10 people here. I'm pretty sure we can smash these guys just with the few people we have. So, not going to worry about it. The cannibals are in and running around. Who are they fighting right now? Oh, they're fighting people that just hang out here. Where would I have this? Okay. I don't have any more traders' backpacks, so we have to do this the annoying way. Hopefully, we don't have many people to feed. Yeah, it looks like the people I gave food cubes are probably going to be fine. Gave all of these guys food cubes before the session started, but if we do it now, then we don't have to think about it for a while. These guys I'm not super worried about. The important people I did make sure got food, mostly food cubes. You can see some of them had vegetables on them. I'm going to swap those out. Yeah. We don't want veggies on these guys. Eventually, I'll figure out some way to make it easy to feed them. I think there's some mods out there that improve this prisoner feeding system. I'll have to look through and see if I can implement one of those. That is a mod I'll be willing to add for sure. Anything to make this easier, I'm all for. And there should be a food barrel right there. And another one right here. It's not going to let me target it. Okay. Maybe we're out of food cubes. So these were the last guys I fed last time. So they have the most non-food cube in their storage. Yeah, this guy's actually almost out of food, you can see. Because he had only vegetables on him. That's resolved now. Wouldn't lowering the amount of prisoners be easier? Yeah, but I like my prisoners. I did lower it significantly last time I was going through. But yeah, we could get rid of all the cannibals. It's just, they're very useful for training. This setup over here is really good. When someone switches weapon classes and they have 0 stats in it, if I just go through and have them fight each one of these guys, they get up to like level 50. Who plays Kenshi? Yeah, because they like things being easy. Nobody. Usually I just do all of this stuff off stream because it's boring to watch, right? But I was worried this episode that people would starve in the middle of the episode, so that's why we're here. Apparently they like the vegetables. The cannibals eat the vegetables before they eat the food cubes, which surprises me. I guess the food cubes have vegetables in them anyway, so. Okay, if the guys that had purely vegetables aren't starving to death, I'm not going to worry about anybody else. Okay. You're out. Turn that person's job back on. As you can see, we're doing just fine against the cannibals. So I pretty much just leave the door open at all times now because nobody's really a threat to this crew. They've been at home protecting the village for so long that their stats are quite respectable. These guys I didn't even take through the training. This guy's really low on heavy weapons, actually, but still does fine. Okay. Next city. I guess we're going to head up to Shobatai. It's going to be our next victim today. I am going to send Yuri on a side quest while we do this. So we'll send everyone this direction, and then Yuri, we're going to tell to run as fast as he can, and he's going to go scout this real quick. Hey, Isbarahan, welcome. That sounds like a Kenshi name. I kind of like it. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We can watch Sonic run for a second here. As soon as it unpauses. He's our speedster. Whenever I have to go check something, he's the guy, son, because he goes super fast. It looks like the same buildings are destroyed as were destroyed last time. And if I hover it, there's still 139 residents, and it's still owned by the United Cities. Even though most of their residents are in recovery comas or dead. Their noble's been kidnapped. The police chief has been kidnapped. I'm free to use your name for one of the characters. Do you want to design a character? So the way this works, usually, everyone is welcome to design one character in the series. If your character dies, I don't revive them, but you can make a new one. And I take these people, so these are the ones that are unclaimed and unnamed. These 10, and we name them, rename them. You pick what weapon they have, what type of gear they're going to wear. If you want to add any more personality traits, you're welcome to, and I try to play around those. And then they get moved into the main crew, and they come with, and they do missions with the group. But yeah, I've got some Shek, male and female Shek, some Greenlanders, some Scorchlanders, I think a male and female of each, and then a couple of these guys. All the robots have been claimed already, so unfortunately we don't have any more robots, but we've got some hivers and then a little bit of everything else. If you're interested in claiming one of them, I'd be happy to make a character for you. And then I usually, like, you can pick what weapon type they use, and I put them through a training session and everything, so it's pretty good. Yeah, I was checking to see if this was owned by somebody else, but it looks like it's not, unfortunately. Wow, Yuri got all the way there, and the rest of the crew basically didn't move. Is there a reason they're not moving? I mean, the game's paused right now, but there's a stone camp. I guess we'll hit the stone camp next. Slow Yuri down a little bit. He doesn't need to be going 10 times faster than everyone else. Still feels like he's going way faster. Come on, guys. Catch up. Yeah, we'll go to the stone camp. For the game stage to change, you need to reopen the game? That's not true. I don't think. Maybe it is. We can try it. I thought you just had to leave, like, unload and reload the zone. But maybe I have to reload the entire game. In which case it'll change next time. Because I don't think I'm going to do that. Unless the game crashes during the stream. Probably not going to. You've just started watching a YouTube series the other day and luckily caught you live? Yeah. So this month, I normally don't live stream on a schedule, but I did decide that this month I'm going to be live streaming Kenshi every Monday morning. So we are kind of in the middle of the stream right now. It's going to be a 3-hour stream every Monday, so if you are around and free, this is where you'll find me. Might work, but you'd have to go a big way off because Kenshi keeps loaded areas in a wide berth. Oh. Yeah, maybe I'm just too close with my outpost being here. I haven't gone far enough away from it. Though we're going to be going up here this time, so maybe. Wow, this is another slave camp with a noble house. Okay, well, more nobles to beat up. I guess we do this on our way. The anti-slavers will fail! Terrorists! Okay, sure. Whatever you gotta say, man. Whatever makes you happy. It's not gonna make you very alive, but it'll make you happy, I guess. We're gonna slow things down a little bit. We're like attacking 10 things at once right now, so. In the middle of a sandstorm, nonetheless. Yeah, we gotta make sure these guys stay off the turrets. Yuri's got the... Yuri knows what he's doing. Yuri almost got killed by one of these earlier today. This is a spoiler for me, for the series. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's about the journey, though, you know? It's more about the journey than the destination, so... Yeah, you'll spoil it, I guess, in who's still alive. So maybe don't look too hard at the names, but, yeah. It's been a good run, this series. Kind of didn't really fall into a groove, until probably later in the episodes, like episode 15, 20, then I started doing it more regularly. Some of the early episodes are just all over the place. Like some of them are 7 hours long. I was just turning any stream that I did into an episode. But they're pretty consistently 3 hours long now. And it's just me sitting around chatting. I haven't had guests on stream in a really long time, so. Yeah. Let's kidnap this guy right away while we're thinking of it. First aid him, maybe, so his head doesn't fall off. It's dangling by a string right now. We always end up fighting these nobles indoors, which is not great for us. We're much stronger with our main class weapons outside. This guy healed? Okay, good. He's healed. I don't know why they always lay 2 rugs directly on top of each other right there, but they do. It makes me happy because we get to steal twice as many rugs. Glorious. Let's get Cassandra doing her thing. We're not going to steal all the jewelry and stuff from this one this time. You're at episode 3 on YouTube? Okay. Yeah, you just got started. I can't believe this is episode 56. Isn't that crazy? We've been doing this for so long. I've been having a good time, though. It's one of my favorite games, and it's really satisfying to me to actually have a full playthrough of it recorded, just for my records and my enjoyment as much as anything else. And to be sharing it with people is really cool. I love doing playthroughs. It's a single-player game, but man, it's a lot of fun to do with people and to interact while doing it. It's something I've done before, IRL, with somebody. I've played a whole Kenshi playthrough with one of my friends, where we were both kind of just sitting around, and one of us would be playing and the other would be hanging out watching and like cooking or doing things like that around an apartment. So that was kind of the inspiration for me wanting to do this as a YouTube series or a stream series, because it was a lot of fun doing it somewhat collaboratively and creating characters together with people. So that's now my preferred way. Even when I'm playing single player games, it's kind of fun to have other people design characters, and then you get interesting character quirks that you wouldn't have thought up yourself, and trying to play around those makes for a unique playthrough every time. Ooh, you know what? I wasn't gonna grab the food, but food cubes is really good, so we're gonna take those. Doesn't look like anyone's taking damage. I know I've been not having her steal alcohol, but Cassandra's on a mission today. She's here only for the best. And it really bothers me that I can never pick up that carpet. What can you do? Can't have them all, I guess. We got the most important thing, which was the noble. This noble had a trash weapon, though. Normally they have okay weapons, but this one had garbage. We'll take the luxury goods, at least. I don't know what the luxury goods actually are. It's like a painting, probably like perfume and a mirror or something. Pretty luxury. For Kenshi. I don't think anything else in here is super important. Really, the noble's the most important thing to loot from this location. It's fun since you actually have stories and relations create themselves. That's what's really cool about Kenshi. In any game that has somewhat randomized events occur, you end up with stories that you didn't create yourself. Like happy accidents and unique situations that you can recall, and it's fun. There's a number of other games out there like that. RimWorld is another great one, just because of all of the random insanity that happens in that game. It makes for some funny character quirks and memorable situations. I don't think I'm going to take the slaver bosses with this time. I do want to beat them up and put them in cages, though. Maybe that'll be my solution, because there's just too many slave bosses to reasonably capture. I just chopped that guy's leg off with one hit, by the way. didn't mean to do that, but I'm not upset about it. I don't think these buildings have anything in their storage. We probably should try and free the slaves, though. And loot the bar. I guess we don't even have to... It's deserved. It was. That's what you get for being a slave boss. You lose a limb. I cut the other one's leg off too, didn't I? Oh, that was the noble. Maybe that's the... That needs to be the penalty for slavery. If you steal things, you get a hand cut off, right? If you're a slaver, you get a leg cut off. Justice. If there was a way to cut specific limbs off, I might actually instate that law. Oh no, I don't want to pick the lock on the slaver. We can leave him. I don't see any... Oh, there's some people in cages up here. One person. We'll go free them. See if they actually get out of the cage. Like in RimWorld, if you could make... Yeah, exactly. If you could put people on like a surgeon bed and remove a specific limb, like RimWorld, I would remove one of their legs and then they can hop around. Yeah, they keep getting back inside, and I might have to reload the regions or something to make sure the slaves remain free. Okay, we're attacking their base now. I like this. There might be some stuff to loot in here. A bunch of empty cabinets. And it looks like... Oh no, he just got pushed through the wall. I thought somebody got stuck on a beam out there. I'm just looking for iron or steel plates, whatever they're called. And then that's kind of it. Maybe if they have a decent weapon. Oh, this guy's... Is he actually... Can I attack him? I can't actually attack him. Axe. He's found the high ground. My non-ranged characters can't attack that guy. Let's send in Yuri. Does Yuri have ammo? Okay, Yuri has ammo. We're gonna have an archery battle indoors with this guy. Because apparently we can't fight him in another way. So Yuri's gonna battle him. Let's slow this down. Fight. Oh, right in the nose. Okay, yeah. Yuri's taking damage. That's fine. Yuri, get him. Finish him. Everyone's pushing Yuri because they're trying to heal Yuri, and now they're standing in his way. Can we... Yeah. Point blank archery battle. This is... Almost. We almost got him. There we go. Alright. Now let's kidnap him and put him in a cage. Seems justified. You can sit right back here, buddy. You've been playing Kenshi on and off since it came out, but never got past early game, and every time I get the itch to play it, yeah, get overwhelmed with so many mod options, I get distracted and find myself not playing again. Maybe this time. I just play without mods, and then you don't get overwhelmed and distracted by them. The game is tons of fun even without mods. I know there's a lot of really good ones out there, but maybe just focus on quality of life stuff, and ignore the rest, at least for one playthrough. Get to the point where you get to make a village and you have self-sustaining food supply and stuff like that, and then consider if you want to add stuff to make it more interesting. Yeah, also setting a goal for the run. This run is completely open-ended. I have no goal for it. And it's been fun, but it's not a bad idea to have some sort of goal for the run, so... You have something specific to work towards. Usually my goal is to set up a village and become self-sustaining. I guess my goal for this run, I did have one. It was to unlock every research in the game and to explore every single nook of the world, because I had never done that before. So I explored the entire world and I found every research and did every research. I think there's some I'm missing still. So that's kind of like all my tech is done researching, but there are blueprints I I can't make yet. There's still some weapons and things like that that I can't make yet, so eventually we'll find those. I do not have a list of them anywhere convenient though, so I don't know how many I'm actually missing. Kidnapping! Don't let them escape. Are you crawling? Can we attack the guy on the ground, please? He's being obnoxious. Establishing a village isn't a goal. That's pretty baseline. Making a base with a specific spot? Yeah. For me, that's the early game goal though, is establishing a base, getting a food supply so you're not starving to get. It's your baseline goal, right? Becoming self-sufficient and being able to defend yourselves and not having to be a roaming crew, unless that's part of the goal of the playthrough, is to play it as a roaming bandits or something. I remember when I first started playing, before I got a serious playthrough under my belt, getting a village started, that was the goal. That was like my big hurdle to get past. I think we're going to do a quick run to Shobatai, and we're going to steal some stuff. That's going to be all we do there. We're not going to start a war with them just yet. I want to go there and I want to steal iron. See if they have any metal plates or something. Most of your playthroughs are solo runs? I've actually never done a true solo run, single character. That'd be cool though. In that type of playthrough, you probably wouldn't build a base because you're always roaming with the guy. Whatever your character is. I'd consider doing a small crew, like 5 people, as a roaming crew. That would be fun too. Because that's usually enough to do pretty much everything. Get five strong characters built up, really focus on them. And if somebody dies, then you replace them, and you just limit yourself in crew size. Okay. I want to loot things, so let's have Cassandra drop her stuff off. And then we'll just send Cassandra and we'll see if she can get in without being seen. I don't know. She has a bounty of 56,000 for burglary, theft, assault, terrorism, looting, trespassing, and escaping prison. Apparently there's a law against escaping prison. Yeah. I mean, that should be obvious, maybe. I don't know. Don't break out of jail. I mean, you were there for a reason. That's a barracks. The barracks might actually be where we have to go to steal iron? No, it's not gonna be the barracks, right? Where's the iron? Oh, this place will have it. Pick the lock. This place should have some iron in it. Building materials. Hey, there's some iron. Nice. We just need 5 of these. I'm going to take everything I find, but we only actually need a few of them. We might need copper too, actually. Ooh, nice. I'm going to take any copper we find because we might need it. Oh, I think we need electrical components too. Let's grab all of those. I don't know if I skipped on any already. Okay, the money's just free money. We might as well take it. Ooh. If we find more iron, we're gonna drop the other stuff and take the iron. Who's this guy? UC Construction Trader. We'll leave him alone for now. The Red Rebellion. I don't know if I have this book. And look, it fits perfectly, so we're gonna take it. Oh, there's iron sitting around too. Steel. We need steel for our crossbows that we're making. The mounted crossbows. We might have to come back in and do another round of theft. Let's see what's in this box. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have more that we gotta come back for. Okay, that's fine. It's easy to get in and out. We'll just swap backpacks. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome to the crew. Cassandra Kagir. I think Kagir is the one I want to trade with. We'll just give him this backpack. Ooh, what do we do? I guess we throw the bread over here. A little bit lazy. Okay. Go back in with Cassandra. Do a little bit more looting. Yeah, we're slowly getting subs. I need to add more Twitch-related things. I haven't... I'm just kind of getting back into doing the whole streaming regular thing. And I have never really set up my Twitch thing. I gotta get some custom things for Twitch so subscribers have things to use and have fun with. I think the only... what are they called? Like the emotes and whatnot. I need to customize some of that stuff. The thing is, I do all my images myself, so I just gotta find time and figure out what the dimensions and everything are for emotes so I can make some. A masterwork dark leather shirt is actually worth stealing. I think we got a guy running around without a shirt. Sark. We found you your shirt. I don't know where Sark lost his shirt or if he just wasn't wearing one his entire life, but I could swear he was wearing a dark leather shirt at some point. So we finally have a replacement for it. I'm glad I checked that. Normally I don't even bother looking at what's... Oh, shoot. I just ran Sark inside. I'm an idiot. Okay, okay. Everyone back off. Ugh, shoot. Yeah, I'm just gonna have everyone run over here. They can fight the crawler. I meant to have Cassandra come up here. Okay, whatever. Cassandra got seen too, so we're out of here. We got what we came for. Wouldn't be offended if you used AI for remotes and stuff. I'd probably do it by hand because I like doing it. I like the kind of artistic part of content creation. So I would probably open up GIMP or something and sketch some stuff. I don't know if there's a better way to do it, but I'm just super familiar with using GIMP as a... I haven't done much actual drawing in it, but I use it for all of my thumbnail editing and things like that. So I'm familiar with all the tools in it. And I actually have a little pad, a little drawing pad thing that I think I can hook up and using GIMP to get like pressure differentiation for sketching on a computer. I'm not sure. Not that it matters if I'm offended, but AI is literal trash. It's not all trash. I'm going to be serious right now. AI generated images are very bad at some things and very good at other things. And I think they're okay for certain uses. Like I definitely think they have their use cases where they're good, but they 100% don't replace actual art. And I don't think they ever will, right? Because they're trained on, like they need something to train on still. Eventually someday maybe they won't, but they are trained on actual art and actual photography. And without that, they won't function. So there's that aspect. And then also, because of that, they aren't necessarily original. They're creating stuff based off of other people's work. So they don't have the option of making 100% original work. Again, maybe someday if we have general AI, we can get true original AI work. But that'll be kind of a completely different thing, you know? And I still think there are going to be people who enjoy it and value it. And there are always going to be people who don't enjoy it and only value human-made creations. So it's a lot like how photography hasn't killed oil painting. Maybe there are less people that do oil painting because of photography is a thing, but there's still people that do oil painting, and there's still people that value oil painting over photographs. So like the same thing's going to happen for other types of art. There's a way to make artistic looking things without being an artist, but that doesn't take away the value of art made by artists. So I don't know. That's just like a brief overview of my thoughts on art. They are trained on stolen material, whether or not the results are of okay quality. Not all are trained on stolen material. Some AI image systems are trained on stuff that people gave them permission to train on, or things that are trained on, stuff that's public domain. So art that was made hundreds of years ago and things like that, that's considered public property at this point, kind of. That's not stolen. I'm opposed. I am 100% opposed to training AI. Well, I'm 99% opposed to training AI on art that people did not give them permission to train the AI on. I think there should be, I think the way the system works now is they do it, and then if they get yelled at, they might undo it. But the system needs to be that they don't do it in the first place and they ask permission first. But right now, nobody's asking permission. They're just doing it and then hoping they don't have a lawsuit or something, And most people don't have the time, energy, or even knowledge to be able to deal with it. So the system needs to be changed, and I don't know if there's any way to really enforce it at this point. There's just not enough laws around that kind of thing to convince people not to steal. It's a gray area, and there's just not enough laws around it, right? Because you're not stealing their art in the traditional sense, because you're creating original work based on someone else's work. I don't know. It's a really weird gray area, and I don't know what laws need to be made or who needs to make them. Yeah. Yeah, the AI is kind of overhyped right now. It is absolutely changing the world and going to continue to do so, but there's a lot of people trying to use AI in places where it's just more efficient not to still, so it's a bit overhyped, but it is absolutely 100% game-changing for everything in the world. Like when we get general AI, that is going to be the single most world-changing thing that has happened to humanity. So, oh my gosh, I am building the wrong things again. We need to build this, or we're going to have to dismantle something so that we can. Okay, good. We did it, guys. We got our iron refinery up and running. Now we can start making our own iron, which means we can complete all the things around town, which are made out of iron. That's the big problem, is it takes a long time to make laws. And it's hard to make laws on things that are rapidly developing. And AI and all that is developing faster than the laws can keep up with them. And also we don't have a global legal system. So like everyone's going to make laws differently, if they even make laws regarding it. And then, the people who are doing those things are just going to remain associated with whoever has the most lax laws. It's just going to be like nearly impossible to regulate. So hopefully the people developing these things have some sort of moral code, or are not doing it irresponsibly. I don't want to say a specific moral code or anything, but like they have to try to develop it responsibly, and that's hard to do because, the people who have access to the resources to develop these types of things are not necessarily incentivized to do what's in the best interest of the most people. So That's just the world we live in. It's how it's always been. It's how it'll always probably be. And we got to do the best with what we have. Hey, we are picking our first crops, and somebody here is failing repeatedly. Who is failing? Yo, Zoro, you got a 90-something%. 80. Okay, it's probably this person, Chili. Only has 50 in farming, but they should level up quickly. Actually, Zoro was failing repeatedly. That's weird. Ooh. We've got our wheat straw hydroponics made. Cool. Okay, now people are building cages. This is actually important. Oh. Are these people going to be stuck? We need these cages to be built so we can move the prisoners into there and then repurpose the buildings. I do think I'm going to have to leave the door open. More codes dissolve easily when money appears. Yeah. Yeah. The golden rule becomes the rule of gold very quickly. It's hard to balance. Hard to balance the two. Who is this guy? I need to slow down. Is this guy robbing me? Because he's not an enemy. What are you doing, dude? I mean, now you don't have an arm. Now you don't have either arm. Leave. Yeah, run away. Let's just, guys, let him run. We don't need to fight him. Oh no, his friends are coming. Maybe we need to fight them. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go fight them outside so that they don't go inside. Big problem with language models is that people ask it questions that treat the answer as truth even when the AI is just blurting out what it thinks you want to hear. Yeah. You can train language models to fact check themselves. There isn't a perfect system for it, but yeah, the language models are answering the way that people have answered the question before. Because again, they're just trained on what people have said before when similar questions have been asked. So they're not necessarily saying the truth. They're giving you an answer that seems like a human answer. That's their goal. So they hallucinate quite a bit. And it's impossible to get them to say things that are original again. I think the classic example is trying to get like an AI image generator to generate a full cup of wine, for example. It cannot generate, in general, they can't generate images of full glasses of wine because there just aren't pictures of full glasses of wine because that's not how we fill cups of wine. So when I explain to you that I want a glass of wine full to the brim, a human could draw that very easily, but AI generated stuff just can't do it because they can't imagine it because it's not something they have as a reference. Even though they know what full means, they know what a cup is, and they know what wine looks like, they still have a hard time doing it. But that kind of stuff will get better slowly. The creative side of thing will get better, and the non-delusionalness, the reduction in hallucinations will also get better slowly. It's just right now it's terrible, and yeah, people just accept it. What actually bothers me even more now is search engines now give you AI answers to your questions before they let you go look up web answers. Not that web answers are great either, but when you Google something and Google's AI just spits out some freaking nonsense, oh, it's so perturbing to me because like 80% of the time I know that it's nonsense because I know approximately what the answer should be. I just want the exact numbers, and then the AI just starts spitting out something that's related but not what I'm looking for. Oh my gosh. And then you have to go click on the web icon so you only get web answers, and go find the wiki or something and read through the wiki if you want a more reliable answer. I know that the wiki is what is drawing from, but man, it's just so nasty. It's such bad answers so many times. What you notice is that the harsher you are, the better it works. True. The more specific you are and the more you tell it to give you a real answer, it does actually try harder and give you a better answer, which is funny. It's kind of like talking to a person. If you ask somebody a random question and you tell them they have to answer you, they're just going to spit out the first thing that comes to mind. But if you tell them, like, you want them to go research and give you a well thought out answer, they'll go do it. Well, most people actually won't go do it. They'll just disengage from the conversation. But if they did go do it, they would come back with a better answer, and the AI does the same thing. I don't know how it's going to affect the way kids interact with that kind of stuff, but I think it's probably healthier kids just don't interact with that kind of stuff as much as they're probably allowed to do. Not saying you should keep your kids from interacting with AI, but you need to teach them how it works. And most kids aren't at a development, like young kids aren't at a development stage where they can really understand what it is or how it works. So let's speed this up. I think we need to go raid one more city. We got 40-ish minutes more. Your joke got auto-modded? Yeah. What the heck are you? My evil twin? Dude, Nightbot is nuts. Nightbot does all sorts of auto-modding that it doesn't need to do, which is... just makes me laugh. It stops people and yells at them from spamming if they spam more than 3 letters in a row or something. I could tune down the how sensitive it is, but I just don't bother. Yeah, speaking of AI, I don't think Nightbot is using AI. I think it has algorithms still that it's working on, but I should go check. I set up Nightbot years ago, and I haven't actually logged into their website and looked at the settings in a long time. Maybe they are using AI or something now to do something that they don't need to be doing. That's another example. Actually, auto-modding might be one of the better applications of large language model AIs. Because they're pretty good at understanding if someone's harassing someone else or things like that. They're pretty good at that. Stop spamming, yeah. It doesn't have the power, I don't think, to ban anyone, but I think I did give it the power to mute someone for 5 or 10 minutes. So you gotta be a little careful harassing Nightbot. It might get you muted for a short bit. We need iron. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's go get this iron. Squacky was just locked outside. Do we have people that don't have jobs that are good at laboring? Okay, Squacky. Let's remove all your jobs. Interesting. Doesn't have the jobs I thought he had. All right. We'll give him just the iron job. We need to get a couple other people on that. Looks like Flan's doing nothing, so let's get him doing it. And Shifty is farming. Heron. I think we have some people that are really good at laboring. Amiltrez is actually really good at laboring. They don't really need to be doing the stone mines, so... give you that job as well. And then... I think Ash is a pretty good laborer. And has... also doing the stones. We're gonna switch people to iron. Iron's more important. All right. 3 people laboring on that. We got a couple... hello? I might have to redo the pathing again, because it looks like they're getting stuck on the ramp for some reason. So let's do that. Control-Shift F11, you say? I guess it just doesn't give me a pop-up if... oh, that's weird. Look, they're working from up top here because I put this so close to the wall. I didn't think that would happen. That's weird. I can offload all of my gear to... we have a bunch of people with random stuff on them. Oh, did we ever finish this? No, we need... yeah, we need electrical components. I knew we were out of something. Dude, these carpets are clipping through the floor now. The Tower of Rugs is truly becoming the Tower of Rugs. I'm gonna empty out all the weird stuff. I know I have some people with some things on them that they don't need. Like this book, for example. Oh, Cassandra has Sark's shirt. Cassandra, why do you always have someone else's clothes on you? Getting a little weird at this point. We can drop off all this stuff to our spare kits. And the food, I guess, goes in the bread basket. People don't automatically deposit bread in bread baskets. I've noticed that. Oh, we got 5 rugs to place. Let's go. See how much we can glitch out these rugs. Every square inch needs a rug. There we go. Oh, wow. That's... Okay, we don't want to put rugs on top of things. Keep the rugs on the floor, Amiltraz, jeez. That's super weird. You imagine if you put a rug on something and it just blanked like that? It didn't fold? Oh, man. I'm actually liking the way these stupid rugs are looking. We're gonna armor plate that floor with rugs. Hey there, Amethyst Fox Dragon. How's it going? Dump all of that. I guess we'll just carry the bread for now. Hey, spare cactuses. We have a... Oh, wow. I think we need to queue up some food. Chew sticks? What else can we use cactuses for? Dust Witch? Wait, what does Dust Witch take? How do I see what ingredients go into it? Oh, on the bottom here. 1 bread and 8 cactuses. So, sure. And chew sticks are water and cactus. Can I just put that on repeats? And then... that might be a problem. Let's actually just make chew sticks for now. On repeat. Because if it gets to making a Dust Witch and it doesn't have bread, I think it stalls out. And I want to make sure I'm cooking at all times. Ah, yeah. On the SE server. I'll probably be on the SE server at some point today. When the rug is all sticky, sturdy, and it's not a good time, yeah. Nasty rugs. Probably just alcohol spilled on them repeatedly from that room. What is Heron doing up there, man? What are you doing? Back inside. I think these guys are slow working because they don't have light right now. I think I need to build a light right here. I thought they would work on the other side, but they're working on this side, so let's put a light right there. That should keep them functional. Did that thing just lose a limb? Hey. Severed... Oh, wait. How did a human lose a limb right there? Maybe they were on the ground and they got hit. Oh, we never put away our prisoner. I was so distracted talking about that AI stuff. We just haven't done all the normal things since coming back. Put this guy in prison. And then give them food. We'll give them some good food so they last a while. I didn't mean to talk to them. I just want to loot them. There we go. Should last a while. We can close this door again. I think we need more people doing the whole iron business. Higir currently has no jobs. Also sucks at laboring, though. Drac. Let's make Drac do the iron thing as well. And Yuri doesn't do anything but run, guys. I've been keeping him from doing any sort of work at home. He rests his legs, and then he runs really fast. Oh, the hidden weapons stream? I don't know. I haven't planned it yet. Amethyst. I'll figure it out at some point today. I also have to post the new build event for SE today. That'll all be done this afternoon or evening sometime. Dare you interact with viewers? I know. I am streaming. And now that I'm scheduling the streams, I'll probably be doing a lot more interacting because people will know when to find me, which is a good thing, but it does mean I'm going to get a little bit less done during the streams because I'm going to be talking with people and I'm terrible at multitasking, so. It's the trade-off. It is what it is. Do I have Kenpachi doing anything? Ah, perfect candidate for iron mining. Let's go. Heron? Heron's usually doing smithing related things, but we don't have that in this town, so she's also going to be iron mining. And hopefully that gets enough people working that we can kind of crank out the rest of the stuff in town here. You can see that all this stuff is done. We can actually start copper mining now too. We've got our copper storage, copper alloy bench, and then the alloy plates. Speaking of which, somebody with a trader's backpack can swap all of our alloy plates into the storage now. Free up space in our loot pile. And then people will be able to auto draw this for doing construction because it's in its special storage. Steel. Do I have a steel bar storage anywhere, actually? I do. Let's move those as well so that the constructors can get to them. The engineers. Never think of the right word for the people that build things. Do we still have... Yeah, we still have a general storage box in here. I don't know if there's anything in them. Our electronics are empty. We have plenty of fabrics. I don't need to grab that anymore. I think we're good. Pretty good here. Why are we killing burrows? I don't know, but they're a lot of meat, and I actually need leather. Or building certain types of tents. I think the big square ones take leather. Oh no, there's a wall of text. Give me a second and I'll read it. That's the other thing. If I don't read the chat as it comes up, it disappears from my screen eventually, and then it's very hard to read. We have animals for sale. I don't want animals. I have no room in my crew. Let's see. I want to finish looting all these guys, and then I'll read what's happening. There's too much chat. I can't keep up. Yeah, once we get this all looted, we'll have some downtime while they're just doing jobs around town and building up the village. Let's go have these guys loot these. Because they'll hold on to the raw meat, or not the nasty meat, and they'll just eat it, which is perfect. Very well, we shall leave. Farewell. Yep, okay. See ya. How come Pent is not... Pent, where are you? Aha! We have someone... Is that the second time someone got stuck back there? Or did I never pick up Pent last time he was stuck back there? Was he the one that was back there? I don't know. Alright. That's all looted. I know I have... Yeah, I have meat storage here, so they dumped all that. That's good. And then I think I have skin storage out here. Yeah, animal skins is out here. What is this? Leather? Leather takes iron plates. Interesting. It's a wooden barrel, but it takes iron plates to make. I don't exactly get that, but okay. We need Yeah, iron plates for that and electrical components, which were... Actually, can we make electrical components here? Because we have copper access. Maybe we can. The rugs, man. Every time I see it, it just looks so silly. How's the prison cells going? Have we built any more of those? Probably not. Yeah, they're far away. Far away from the iron resource, so they're going to be one of the last things built. We are growing wheat now, so we need our farmers to add that to their list of things to take care of. So Zorro, Carbon Chili, we're going to move it up too. Well, why does he have so many farms he's taking care of? I don't know. I think some of these are listed twice. Yeah. That's what's going on here. Oh, either that or these are the farms back home at our main village. I think that's what this is. Okay. That's fine. I don't have to remove those because eventually we'll go back to the donut and then I don't have to reset up their stuff again. Nobody's working at the kitchen. Zorro, isn't your first job cooking? Maybe I have to move engineering down. Zorro should be doing nothing but cooking. He's probably out of water. Oh, there's tons of water. What the heck? How come no one's cooking? Do we not have enough cactuses, maybe? Ah, yeah, we ran out of cactuses already. Wow. We have tons of bread now, so I'm going to remove chew sticks. And we're going to just focus on dust witches. I think that's what we're going to try and do for our primary food source here. Until we get the vegetables up and running, I think that's all we're going to really be able to make. Okay. Pause. Read wall of text. Give me a second here. I like pull something in front of my screen. Because now it's not on my main stream screen. By the way, is it okay for my rover is 4.4 large grid blocks long? It doesn't matter. It's just how wide it is. So for the SE stuff, the Star Oasis has that bridge now by it. You have to be able to drive across that. If you can't drive across that, you're going to have an issue. That's the test. It's just the width. The length does not matter for SE rovers for the event. Ankta says, this will be my last message until Nightbot is adjusted. I got muted for saying no with a couple of extra O's. Oh, large language model, too out of money. Having LLC required like 2 billion times a second. Just, yeah. It would probably overheat the planet, true. And that said, being muted for 10 minutes for having a reasonable conversation means I won't be partaking anymore. Okay. I mean, Nightbot, it is what it is. I'll check the settings for sure after the stream, but you should... The limit on character spam, I think I set it to 12 or something, which I think is reasonable. If you spammed 12 O's in your no, that's probably unnecessary. But if it is 3 or 4, then I'll change those limits. Isbaran? Isbara? I don't know why I keep adding an N. Isbarahan. I guess it's because it ends in an N. Anyway, they say, is the whole stream going to be 3 hours or just the Kenshi part? Because I'm going to walk your dog for a bit. The whole stream, it's just Kenshi. It's 3 hours of Kenshi, give or take. And then I'll probably end the stream and we might come back later. If you can drive across the bridge, you're fine. Amethyst. 4 block. I think the bridge is 4 large grid blocks wide. So, yeah. You can be as long as you want. Doesn't matter. Alright. Have we gotten any further on our construction projects? We're slowly making iron. What's Cassandra doing? Chilling. Doing bread, but there's no wheat right now, so... Wait, there should be. Wait a second. Do I have nobody doing this? I guess nobody's doing this. That's the choke point right now. Okay. Oh, you know what? People are building these things. That's what people are doing. I keep seeing people run up here and I'm like, why are they... What's happening right now? We're building our turrets. I guess this is where all of our iron plates are going to go for a bit because they're the closest thing to the iron. People are getting their laps in, running up and down the tower. We could probably pause construction on those so that we can get the more vital things built. I don't know if there's a pause construction for that, though. You can pause building construction. Yeah, like the wind turbine I could pause, but I don't think I can pause things like this. That's fine. The people who are working the iron, though, need to not be running up and down doing the engineering. It's not efficient. At least a couple of them need to prioritize here. Prioritize not engineering. I also think they're all getting stuck right here. For some reason, they're having a hard time walking back and forth. Even fixing stuff, it doesn't seem to work. Maybe they just hate that it's outside. Yeah, I might have to change the setup a little bit. Or we're just going to have to deal with the fact that they can't walk in and out the doors. I might have to micromanage them. They get stuck right on the edge there. Dang it. I don't know what to do about that. They don't always have it happen, though. It's just sometimes. It's the specific path to and from here. We're missing copper. Maybe we could get a couple of people doing copper. We'll get that copper resource. Abuela. And Zach. Yeah, Zach can work on copper, too. Bunch of ants. Bunch of ants running around the nest. Slopeless, yeah. The slopeless mod, maybe? Maybe? I think it's just a weird pathing issue. I just need to walk them past that corner and then they figure out what the heck they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, see you later, Amethyst. See, you just spammed 5 O's in a row and you didn't get yelled at, Amiltrez, so... It can't be too aggressive. I don't know. Last time I looked at my Nightbot settings, they seemed reasonable to me. I'm sure that's somewhat opinion, and people are going to disagree with it, but I don't think any of them were set to be super aggressive. It's mostly for spamming, yeah. It's mostly for spamming, and if people post links and things like that, or if you send like 15 messages in a row within the matter of seconds, that kind of thing, yeah, it's mostly for spamming. Spamming, curses. Twitch has an auto-modding thing built in that I think removes links, but it doesn't deal with other spamming issues. For example, I don't need to see the same emoji spammed 100 times by someone, and Twitch doesn't stop that from happening, whereas Nightbot will. So, yeah, I don't know. The other reason I added Nightbot back when I did it was to automatically do its little advertising thing where it tells you about my YouTube channel and different streams and things like that. I have it turned down. It only happens once every hour or so, but it is kind of nice to be able to automatically announce certain things. Not super relevant for my stream because it's a pretty small thing, and if someone has a question, I can just answer it, but it's not a bad idea to have. And it can do a lot more too if I set up the other stuff that it does. I can run different types of integrations with it. I think I can, I don't know. It's been a while since I've looked at it. Did we finish any of these turrets? Are they functional? No, they're missing copper. We're getting the copper though. We are now getting copper. So we'll get that eventually. And I think we'll wait and we'll steal the electrical components. I think the next city we go to should have some. So we should be able to get it from them. All right, we're building the cages now. That's what I've been kind of waiting for. We probably won't go out and raid another city today. We're going to just stick around here. We'll finish building the cages. We'll move all the prisoners, and then we'll repurpose this building into a distillery. And we'll start producing cactus rum. Like one of our main goals in this area is the only alcohol we're not producing in one of our villages. We have sake, I think. Wait, do we not have sake production? Because we're not producing rice in the donut. Wait, I gotta jump back to the donut for a second and check some stuff. Oh my gosh, it's a good thing I checked because Fumin's starving to death. Wait, Hot Longs is starving to death too. What in the world? What are you guys doing? You're just working this machine and not eating? Go eat. You're not that far from a food box. Oh, Molly is stuck too. Maybe that's part of the problem. Molly's the one that's supposed to be cooking, so... Okay, you've eaten. Molly's free range again. Yeah, I don't know what the heck was going on there. Do we have food being produced? We do. Okay, we're fine. It's not what I came back here to check, but I'm glad I did it. Ceres needs to go over here. What was I checking? Now I've completely forgotten what I was doing. Okay, think about it, Shifty. You're in the other village. You wanted to know something. I could have swore it was in this building. What is in this building that I could have wanted to know? It didn't have to do with electrical component. Okay, well, I guess we jump back and we'll figure it out in half a second. As soon as I look at this stinking place over here, probably. Oh, yeah, I remember now. I was going to check to see if I was producing rice in hydroponics in one of these buildings. I don't think so. Did I start hydroponics in this village at all? I must not have. Huh. So yeah, we're not producing sake either. We're only really producing grog, which is what you get from wheat straw, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's check. This is our brewing. So this one creates that. Rum is made with cactuses, and this, yeah, wheat straw creates grog. Now we know. Maybe I'll have to switch. Oh, you know what we'll do? Eventually we'll probably make an outpost in the swamplands, and we'll do sake down there. Because I think we can grow rice down there really easily. If I had to guess, it is most likely an option there. These sandwiches, how much do these sandwiches actually take? 8 cactuses, that's a lot of cactus. You imagine eating a sandwich that's just cactus and bread? Ugh. It's not even cactus jelly, it's just cactus. Mushed cactus. The bread would at least be enjoyable, maybe. Maybe mushed cactus isn't bad. Maybe it tastes kind of like seaweed or something, I don't know. Probably just tastes like tree trunk. If I had to guess, probably what it tastes like. Maybe I shouldn't grow green fruit here. Maybe I should grow something else. We have so much cooked meat now. Nice. We can make meat wraps too. Oh no, that takes raw meat. Nah, we're probably not going to do that. We'd have to hunt things then, and we're probably not going to do too much hunting. Somehow we got pushed into here. Hey, we're finally building up our new wind turbine. Cool. Let's see how many cages have been completed in this building. 2 of them. We can move a couple of the prisoners. I think we'll move the 2 nobles over there to start. I need to just turn this guy's jobs off. He's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. A little bit chaotic. Alright, our 2 nobles are in prison. Make sure they have food. Plenty of food, very good. This is not going to get completed because we don't have the electrical components. We are producing iron slowly. A little bit of village building. Normally, this is the kind of thing I do off stream as well. I spend a half an hour or an hour between episodes hanging out, thinking about what to do next, and just managing the village. It's very relaxing for me to just watch them run around and slowly satisfy our food and building situation. That's why I did a bunch of building off stream between last time and this time. I was in the mood to play, and this is usually what I enjoy doing if I'm just relaxing and not streaming. I just sit around, watch them build stuff. Actually takes a lot of iron plates. I thought it only took 1 iron plate to build one of these, but nope. Takes a bunch. All right, 1 more prisoner ready to be moved. We're going to move the other one that I actually care about, which is this guy, I think. Lord Inaba. We'll move him. Gotta make sure to keep him around. We'll eventually rearrange these guys so all the lords are next to each other. And all of the other people are next to each other too. Slave master, slave master. The named slave masters will all be together. The lords will all be together. That kind of thing. I think I did make sure to give this guy a crazy amount of food in his backpack. So we might actually steal that backpack from him because that would be very useful to have while looting cities. Another trader's backpack is always good. And this is the police chief. So I'm going to pick him up because we're going to be done with that next one pretty soon. I don't want to just release the other guys, but maybe we'll think of something to do with them. Actually, what I'll do is I will pick them up, I'll run them in somewhere, and I'll put them in cages. That's what we'll do with the slave bosses. We'll just imprison them. If it's not a named person or someone with a unique-ish title, like police chief, where there's only 1 of them in a town, we're not going to keep them as prisoners because we just have too many prisoners otherwise. All right. You can go in there. Let's make sure he has food. Yeah, he should be fine. And now, turn his job back on. We're going to take Sand Assassin, turn your jobs off, and Cassandra. Oh, Cassandra was on hold. That's why she was never doing her work. And we're going to pick up these 2 people, and we're going to sneak in somewhere. I'm going to lock them up. I do want to actually put him back in, loot him, take his food. You don't get to have food when I'm setting you free. I'm sorry. High quality, yep. Sandra's not interested if you have low quality garments. You don't get a sword though. Absolutely not. We do not set people free with weapons. Let's hold on to it for now. I think these are two of our stealthiest characters, so that's why we're taking these two out to do this. And where do we want to take them to put them in prison? I was thinking we'd go to the stone camp. I didn't realize there was another thing right here. Maybe we go sneak into the stone camp and put them in prison. I'm kind of curious what has happened to this one, though. So we're going to run up to this one. We'll leave the village doing its thing for a minute. Watch these two run. This is where they came from, maybe? No, these two were captured at the slave farm. So they won't be recognized in the stone camp if we make them prisoners. We could also probably strip them, and then they'd look like prisoners too. Look like slaves. I'm hoping they won't be set free, though. Let's pause real quick. They don't have diplomatic status, do they? No. So I don't think people will recognize them. I think we'll get away with just enslaving them. Made it back in time, yep. We're still going. We're quote-unquote setting a few of our prisoners free because they're not named. They are not special, so they don't get special treatment. And by setting them free, I mean, ooh, hey, the stone camp has been destroyed. Let's go. I was going to put them in prisoner cages, but I guess there are no prisoner cages here anymore. Let's open the door. Hey, look. We were definitely successful. At this, at least. The stone camp is no more. Is there a cage anywhere that I can put these guys in? That'd be the perfect thing to do. Leave them just dying somewhere. Oh, look. There's another slave. An ex-slave slaver boss. His leg, the guy that he tore his leg off, put him in prison. He's still here. He hasn't left. I kind of want to leave these guys here now too, but they're gonna run off if I put them down. Okay, well, that place is in ruins. Let's check Stoat. Maybe Stoat's in ruins too. If it's not in ruins, we'll put them in cages there. If it is in ruins, cool, now we know. And we'll head to the stone camp, because that we haven't visited yet. And we'll put them in the stone camp there. Slowly we're completing things at our village too while we do this. I still see some functional stuff here. Yeah, hard to say. I think we need to get closer. It looks like it did last time, kind of. Yeah, there's still the police, United Cities, the barracks from the United Cities, a bar from the United Cities, but then all the stuff over here, I can't tell if there's more buildings that are ruined. I think there is. Maybe not, though. These are still the United Cities, but you can see that there's a constant war raging in here between the drifters. Well, the drifters, actually, I don't know why the drifters are here, but I was going to say the rebel farmers and the samurai, because that's who was fighting last time we were here, but this does mean we can go to sneak mode and we can imprison these few people, though. I think I'll go here. Oh, that's a noble's house. And the door is locked again. Let's go to the police station. Hopefully they don't... Oh, they totally saw us. Whatever. We can still put these guys in prison. So we're going to put him in there, and then we're going to put him in there. And then we're just going to run. We already took a sand assassin, just having issues today. Chest injuries left and right. Sark. Okay, Sark does have a shirt on. In the image at the bottom of my screen, it looks like Sark doesn't have his shirt on still, but he's fine. Where's Abuela getting attacked? Out here by a bone dog. Okay, that's not really a concern. The fact that she is low on food is a little... Or someone was. Who is low on food here? I could have swore I just saw somebody really low on food. Oh well. Okay, we got that taken care of. Nice. Stoat is still in one piece. Or in two pieces, I guess. It's half and half. Half destroyed. Hopefully next time, because we will be ending the episode as soon as these guys get back, hopefully next time Stoat will be completely in ruins. We will check again at the beginning of the episode. And then we'll hit up a city. I know we didn't really hit a city. We didn't hit a new city today, which was the plan. I was hoping to hit 2 today, but we hit Stoat again, and then we hit the stone camp and the slave farm, and I'm guessing the slave farm is also completely in ruins. And then we did a whole bunch of building. Our home base in this region is now up and running. We have food production and copper and iron production, so all of the basic resources are getting produced locally, which I'm happy with. That was a big part of the plan for today, so got a little bit accomplished. Next time, we're going to do more raiding. That's going to be the plan. Okay, yeah, heal each other, come in here, turn your jobs back on. That is going to be it for this episode, though. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the subs and the follows, and we'll see you guys all next time.